Hi, everybody. This is episode number 3 of World Wide Web of Therapists with Brianna Gardner.
Hi.
Why don't you introduce yourself to everybody?
So my name's Brianna. You can call me Bri. I am a mental health associate with Atlanticare Behavioral Health. So I run psychoeducational groups for clients coming out of hospitalization. We help them learn different coping skills, manage their symptoms, and reintegrate back into society. We teach them different life skills, and we have a psychiatrist who helps with medication management too.
Awesome.
So what would you say is your story of how you ended up getting into the helping profession?
Well, I guess it started in high school. I noticed that I was always kind of observing people, and, trying to figure out why they did certain things, why they reacted in certain ways to certain situations. And that kind of carried over into college. I was going to go in for nursing, but I decided to pursue psychology because it felt more attuned to my interest. And then as I stuck with the major and got all these different internship opportunities, I realized that it was really something that I could see myself in long term. So that's how I ended up at my job.
Awesome.
So how did your career progress from, like you said you had internships, so how did you progress from there to where you are today?
So it's funny because my internship experience was working with young children in school setting, and then once I graduated, I got a really good opportunity with Atlanticare to work with adults. And I think it's good to have experience working with all different populations. So that's how I ended up where I am.
Awesome.
So would you like to explain a little bit about what exactly your position is, what you do, where you work?
So I'm a mental health associate, which is, we're responsible for running the groups for the clients, but then we also help them individually with different case management services. And if we are not able to help them with, what they're asking for, if it's outside of the scope of our position, then we'll connect them to different services that can help them with those requests.
Nice.
Awesome. What, for your agency, what would be the process of referral, like for clients seeking services?
So I would say for the most part, the referral services come from the acute adult partial care, which is actually connected to our program. It's kind of cool. And it's good for the clients coming out of that program because it's a nice transition. You're in the same building, and clients coming out of that program are able to manage their symptoms better because the clients from the acute partial care are coming right out of the hospital. So we are a pretty big step down from hospitalization. Some of our other clients come from individual therapy if their therapist thinks that they need additional support. So it can come from more than one way.
Awesome. Do you have a story of a client that sticks out in your mind?
I have a client who she suffered from anxiety, but she had a psychotic break when she was forced to have an abortion, and she didn't really have any support when she had to undergo that. She didn't have support from the family because it went against her cultural and religious beliefs, so it was really tough for her, and she kind of went on a downward spiral from there. By the time she came to our program, it was really hard for her to do any daily living activities on her own. She is living in a group home, actually. She still is, and they help her with a lot of basic tasks that we wouldn't really have any issues with. She is always responding to internal stimuli, and for a long time it was hard for her to kind of hear past those voices and retain any of the things that she was learning in the group. She would kind of just sit in the back of the room and talk to herself, which is okay at our program because we have all types of clients with different disorders, but obviously something like that would make it hard for her to function in the community. So we were able to make a breakthrough with her. Before she was in the parking lot, and we were always scared that a car was going to swing around and hit her because she was just sitting on the curb and she wouldn't listen to us. And something finally clicked, and we were able to make that connection with her. And now she tells me that she loves me. She considers me part of her family, which I think is sweet because she doesn't really have any family because they pretty much disowned her. And it's still an everyday struggle with her. She still responds a lot, but I think it's definitely decreased since the time she's been attending our program. And it's just really nice to make meaningful relationships with clients like that.
Yeah. I feel like relationships are most of the important part of some of the work that we do, because it really brings a lot of more success for the clients. So that's awesome. So what would you say are some of your maybe career goals then? Are you happy where you are? Do you plan to stay there forever? What does that look like for you?
I do love my job, but I don't intend to work with adults forever. I'm actually in school for school counseling right now. I kind of fell in love with working with students from my internship experiences in undergrad. So, I'm in school right now, graduate in summer of 2023. So then I'll be a school counselor.
Awesome. That is super exciting.
So where can our viewers connect with you if they have any questions or want to learn more about what you do?
If anybody has any questions about working in a partial care program, you can reach me at brianna.gardner303@gmail.com.
All right, awesome. We'll link that below in the comments.
And to end things off, is there anything that you would like to tell the world?
One thing that I just want everybody to know is that you're not alone in your suffering. People are there to listen. They want to help you, and there are resources available.
Awesome. I think that is a great point to make. For example, all three of us here. So.
Thank you so much for being on the show. It was so nice to hear what you have to say and the work that you do. It's just really great to see great people doing great things out in the world.
And thank you for what you do,
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Bye.
Bye.